Get it while it's hot, the Dude Mungus 3000.
What do you want from me?
No monkey. No monkey.
You let them lock you in. You let them lock you in. And you leave space. You see how I run up on Dale? It's making sure I left enough space for Prince to get in. That's exactly why. So we're kind of in the shadowy spot right now. Woo!
Hey, dude, do that. Say what up. It's your boy, Dude Mungus. Let's go. Guys, bro, I cannot tell you how daggum excited I am to even be making this video. You see my camera over there. Well, don't mind the trash and stuff because I just finished filming the unboxing and I was like, yo, this is the perfect time to get it done. But this is my is it bullet show? Let me see if it'll focus. That's my Insta360 Flow right there with my iPhone 13 attached. And bro, like, yo, let me focus back on myself. But anyway, dude, man, I'm just so freaking excited, man. This is so freaking dope. Shout out to Gap Nation. Don't worry, like I said, don't worry about the trash. It is what it is. Man, I just finished unboxing. We gonna make it do what it do. But I am super excited because, first of all, man, thank y'all, bro. Because of you guys and you guys' support, it helped me be in this position, man. Also, shout out to God for doing his Thug Dizzle, man, with your boy. I'm just super excited. So also shout out to Insta360 for this opportunity to collaborate with them. This is freaking massive. This is huge. But anyway, we're going to jump into this episode because if I keep thanking people, your boy going to start crying all the way. Shout out to Wifey too for supporting my dreams, man. I'm not going to do it. I appreciate you for believing in me. And this is this is the byproduct of you believing in me. So thank you for that. But anyway, let me get them tears out. But anyway, I get asked a lot, yo, Mungus, what setup are you using for vlogging? What camera are you using? What audio are you using? Like, what are you doing? So this episode, we're going to set up a helmet that I've actually been wanting to set up for a while. We're going to set up my Shark helmet for motovlogging. So that will leave me with two motovlogging helmets. That will be my AGV Pista, which people told me it will be impossible to get that helmet to work because that helmet, I will admit, that helmet is stupid loud as heck. But we were able to figure it out. It took a while. Now that helmet took me literally like 2 weeks, actually 3 weeks to figure out the audio, like how to get it as crisp and as perfect as you guys hear it. It took some time to get that, but we finally got it figured out. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up the Shark helmet for motovlogging. And the helmet has not been set up. So this is going to be real time. This is going to be raw. I have a method that I use, but with this time, we're going to be using the Insta360 Ace Pro as our camera. And I have not even cut this camera on. I have not done any filming with it. I have not done any testing with it. So this is going to be a raw opinion. And typically I've been using GoPro for years. So let's see how this does. So we're going to jump into it. I'm going to show you in detail what I do to get my helmet set up for motovlogging. And then once we get it set up, we will test it out and let's see how it goes. And from what I've been seeing, this is about to be good, bro. This is about to be stupid dope. Without further ado, let me get the camera turned around and we will jump into this bad boy. Shout out to Insta360 for this opportunity. As always, guys, I have an affiliate link in the description. Click that link. Anything you buy, they give you like 2 free gifts with whatever you buy. And it also helps your boy Mungus out. This is a way you guys can show support. It's just through clicking the links in the description, using them affiliate links. And if you see something you need, go on and get something. And as always, you already know that merch store is open. Go and get you some Dude Mungus merch. Join the Mungus Nation and let's get this thing rocking and rolling. But anyway, let's get into it. We are back. Shout out to Insta360 for sending out this Ace Pro. And I like that. Dude, I can prop it up, dude. That's so good, man, that you can prop it up. I've had all of these, minus this one. I've had both of these helmets set up for vlogging. You guys have liked what I had done. This is my HJC Alpha N1 that I had set up. This is my custom helmet by XS Paint. Y'all already see the scrum diddly. You got the emoji inside. Like y'all already know about this helmet. And it works really good. So I'm actually excited. This episode, we will be setting up the Shark helmet. And truth be told, guys, shout out to Factory Superbike, where I got this helmet from. This is a limited edition for the US only, and what makes it limited edition, which I know it doesn't look like necessarily much, but they don't make a all blacked out version. So even the aluminum, anodized aluminum pieces right here are all black. So they really don't make a murdered out version. So I decided to add a little razzle dazzle with it and stuck my Dude Mungus sticker on here. This sticker is the puzzle pieces, which helps bring awareness to autism. And you guys that don't know me, if you haven't watched the review I did on the Shark helmet, please go back and watch that review. Like, hands down, and I'm not even capping, I'm not paid to say this. This is one thing I love about my sponsors. I am able to give honest opinions. If I cannot give an honest opinion, we can't work together. I'm sorry. If you give me a script, you have to say this, you have to say XYZ, we can't work together, because I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be honest. And that's one thing I appreciate about all my sponsorships. I will tell the truth. I'm not gonna rag on you, I'm not gonna bash you. But if something's wrong, something's wrong. If something's great, something's great. It is what it is. But anyway, no cap. I know it doesn't necessarily look like other helmets, but this is seriously the best helmet I've ever had the opportunity to wear on my head. And I've literally tried just about everything. There are a few helmets I have not tried, which I really want to try and I'm interested to try, which is the new Alpine Star sport bike helmet. I think it's the S15, I think is what it's called. Yeah, or S10. S10. I really want to try that helmet, and I have not tried the Shoei X15, which is the latest one they came out with. Other than that, I've literally, like, as far as premium helmets, I've had just about every other premium helmet on my head and have ridden in them. This is by far the best helmet I've ever ridden in. It's just good. And it's to the point that where which I'm gonna have to get a Shark and I'm gonna have to send it to XS Paint and get it customized again, because the only reason this is seriously my main helmet is because it is customized. You cannot deny that that's Dude Mungus. People see the helmet and they know that's Mungus. I need to get another helmet by XS Paint, Jay from XS Paint, because the only reason I don't wear this helmet is because I got the custom helmet. But I'm going to get this helmet or another helmet customized, Shark specifically, because it's just good. Like, I'm not lying, I would not wear any other helmet if this Shark was customized. For my vlogging setup, this is what you need for your vlogging setup. You need your Insta360 Ace or Ace Pro, so your action camera. You also need, this is an advanced feature I feel like, but I feel like this is what gets you to the next level. ND filters. We will get into the setup of the camera a little bit later. Right now, I just want to physically show you how to set up the helmet. You will need a set of ND filters to get you through. ND filters change the game. Of course, you're going to need your Insta360 Think Bold decals. You're going to need them. You will need a mount. This way you can mount it onto, I'm still learning how to use this. This way you can mount it onto your helmet. You will need a mic adapter. This way you can pick up audio from your external mic. Speaking of external mic, this is my external mic. I use the Rode Lavalier Go. This is the microphone I found works the best. When I had my Ducati, Deadshot, for the OG, shout out to Deadshot. When I had Deadshot would drown out a mic instantly because it was just so aggressive and so loud. This is the only mic I found that actually worked with Deadshot. So I figured if it worked with Deadshot, it worked with anything. So Rode Lavalier Go mic. You will need your Insta360 SD micro SD card. This specifically here is 128 gigabyte SD card. So this is good for testing. Once we figure this out, we will end up ordering a bigger card. But we just want to make sure that everything works as it's supposed to work. Something else I believe is an advanced feature is a power bank. I use power banks so I don't have to change batteries as often. But if you don't have a power bank, definitely make sure you have some extra batteries that you can use. And one thing I love about what Insta360 did with the Ace Pro is once you plug it in, because you take this off, and once you plug it in, you can plug the mic in right there, and then this is exposed right here. That way you can click that in. You can charge and use the external mic at the same time. I almost forgot. You will need 2 things of Sugru is generally what I use to get the mounts the way I want them. And then I haven't found a mounting system, and this is just me. I haven't found a mounting system that fits what I like the best yet. So most of the time I make my own mounting system. You will need a base mount, and this particularly is a curve mount. And what I'm going to do is and this is a used curve mount, we're going to pull this 3M off of the back. I've already started. We're going to pull this 3M off of the back so we can get a flat surface. And what you end up with, something like this. So this is very clean, very minimalistic design. The other brand, there are other companies that make mounts for helmets. I do not like them because they're too bulky. I'm not mentioning company names because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm bashing them. But these other companies make mounts and they would literally stick out this much further. And I'm just like, bro, that's ugly. Why does it have to stick out that much further? But that's just a personal thing that I have because I hate sticking stuff to my bike. I hate sticking stuff on my helmets because I feel like helmets look so good. I don't want to mess everything up. I make my own mounts. I make sure all the vents and everything are still functionable. So we're going to do that with the shark helmet. So let me get everything cleared out and then we will start on that. Okay, we kind of got everything out the way. So we're just going to start by pulling this 3M tape off. Okay, not much more of it came off, but we got the big globs out the way, which is what we wanted to do. So next thing you want to do, go ahead and hook up your mount where it's going to clip into the base. You want to also, that's so dope. You want to also close that up. And you want to go ahead and hook up your mount. Remember what I said in the other video. Push one side, push the other side, you hear an audible click, and you should be good to go. And I would even double check it 2 or 3 times just to make sure. But that's me because I'm new to this mount. So I will go ahead and insert this in here. I'm going to screw this on. It doesn't have to be tight. This is not a permanent anything. But this is just going to give you a basis of what you want to do. And so what I'm doing and what I'm looking for here, something I always do is I like to make sure all of my vents are still functional. So I don't want my camera, I don't mind if it covers the vent, but I need to be able to move the camera out the way and to get it adjusted if need be. So what I'm trying to do is figure out where the camera will mount at and where exactly I want it at. So this looks like a pretty good spot to me, and that'll be where I have the camera mounted. And then seriously, I'll have to play with my height adjustment. But most of the time on sport bikes, you need the camera to lean back some, maybe not this far, this is very extreme, but you need the camera to lean back because the helmets are in such an aggressive position. They kind of lean forward like that. So even though like you be like, oh man, it's gonna be looking at the sky, when the helmet is on is in this aggressive position, it's actually pointing right where you need it to point. We know we want to make it flush with this bottom, so I just verify again that that's what I want to do. And I kind of use my thumb as like a straight edge, even though my thumb isn't straight, but I use it as a straight edge. I'm gonna center it in the middle, and that's kind of where I want to be. And then I'm also paying attention to these gaps I have right here. Like the upper part is pretty good, but there is a little gap and there's gaps at the bottom. So this is where the Sugru would be a little bit thicker in these areas. The Sugru, super easy to work with, is moldable putty. Again, I will leave a link for all of this stuff in the description. Sometimes you will need more. Sugru, it all depends on your helmet and the design of it. Sometimes you need more, sometimes you need less. You really don't know until you get into it. In Sugru, I have to look it up to see what time it says to dry, but I want to say it says like 8 hours or something like that. I generally give mine just about 24 hours. So like I'll leave a day in between riding. Like I'm setting this up tonight and I won't ride in this until the next day. So I knew the bottom parts were going to be heavy, so I'm going to try to go in and spread some to the bottom and make the middle not as thick because I didn't need as much in the middle. Don't worry, you got a lot of time to play with Sugru. Like I said, I'll flash on the screen what it is, but you got a lot of time to play with Sugru before it settles in. I try to make sure there's no gaps and no bubbles, and I try to make sure it goes from edge to edge when I do this here. So that looks like that will put us in a pretty good spot, I think, with the helmet. So let's just see what that looks like. I'm sorry if this doesn't show on camera, but I'm gonna try to center it up the best I can. And I'm trying to make it flush with the bottom of the helmet. So once you get it on, you just start wiggling and pushing on. And you'll kind of see it squeeze out a little bit at the bottom. And you just wanna make sure you got enough that you have full contact on there. So this looks like very full contact. I still have function of my vents, but I can tell it's a little crooked. So I need to kind of move it over a little bit. So what I do with the sides is not very smooth right now, but I try to make it to where there's no gaps and it touches the side very smoothly. Like it comes down and touches the side very smooth. It's not just like this hard cutoff. So see, this side is just like a hard cutoff. It just cuts off really hard, looks really jumbled up. And this side, you can see I've already started working it in. And I know that looks thick, but that's just the gap I have right there. So I'm gonna keep working it down as much as I can so I can get it as flat as possible. Let me work this and then I'll be back with the finished product and show you guys what it looks like. All right, so this will probably morph a little bit, but this is what I came up with right now. You can see how from where it started, it is smoothed out a lot, and don't worry about the fingerprints, and that's what it looks like underneath. It's not perfect, but it's better than what, to me, it's better than what's available in the market, because even though, you know, like even though this sticks out a bit, what's in the market would probably stick out that far, and it's just, it's too much. And like I said, I still have the functionality of my vents, so when I'm not vlogging, everything will work. So this needs time to cure. Like I said, I let it cure for 24 hours. I do not touch it, which means do not hook your camera up to it to try to check the position. That was the whole purpose of making sure you had it set before you did it. This weight will literally pull this off. So just let this cure. You see and how it's smooth? I just smoothed it out with my finger. I meant to tell you that. But yeah, so just let this cure as is. Don't worry about anything else. You can clean the helmet later. You can do all this stuff later. So while this is curing, I'm gonna try to keep all the pressure off of this mount, but I'm gonna go ahead and hook the microphone up while I'm waiting on this to cure. So I'm just gonna set this down, get whatever mic of your desire. Like I said, I use the lavalier. Hey dude and dudettes, we're back. I want to apologize. I actually ran out of camera space on my iPhone, which has never happened, so I had to clear some stuff out. But I was recording, and yeah, we just didn't see any of that, so I truly apologize. So everything is in place where it needs to be, so I'm about to loosen up the cheek pads and wire in this extra wire. I'm kind of just loop it in around the helmet so it's just not hanging out. But again, with the Insta360, like I said it before, with the mic adapter, it's going to come out on this side, so I have to make sure the microphone comes out on this side, that way I can be able to plug it in. I will say that all helmets aren't equal, created equal. Now all helmets are different, but Shark has this neck liner that actually tucks in very deep, and it has a spot literally like if you tuck it in deep for the cable to go. So I'm just tucking it in there, and then this back area I'm putting some extra in this back area, but we almost got it all tucked in. That's too much cable. I want about this much cable to hang out, that way I can, you know, there's some flex there for any way I need to do my mount. And sometimes, you know, the camera pulls or whatever it is, you just want to make sure you have some play, that you're not stuck with you know, ripping out your mic or pulling it out. This is what I came up with. This is hanging right here, and so it will plug in over here to the camera, and when I'm not using it, I'll be able to tuck it in this neck roll. Again, I can't mount this up until the screw dries, so I'm just gonna tuck this in here, and then we'll come back with the finished product. While we're waiting on this to dry, we'll go ahead and go over some camera settings. This does film in 8K. I'm not necessarily interested in 8K, which I know is beautiful, but I personally do not like maxing out processors, so I want to leave it a little buffer so it's good to go, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fine in 8K. I just personally don't use it. Hold on, let me get this on camera. This is my first time filming with this, and I got the screen flipped up, bro. This is so freaking dope. But look, dude, you can see the daggum camera, bro. It is bright, and it lets you know what's going on, bro. This is so daggum dope. We have the Subaru curing. Once that is finished, we will give this a shot tomorrow. Let me flip this back up. This is just stupid dope. I'm gonna have to find a way to film myself off camera showing this. Then we laughing at my background, man. It's my daggum studio. Y'all seeing real life stuff right now. But anyway, man, we're gonna get started on this. And this is super dope. So this is my general setting that works in any type of light and all that stuff. So we're gonna test this out and the Scrum Diddly out. I'm stupid excited. But let me get some sleep, dude and dudettes. We will revisit this tomorrow, and then we will see how everything turned out. Let me know how the picture and the audio sounds, because I'm excited, bro, man. Shout out to Insta360, bro. Affiliate link in the description if you guys want some of this stuff. It's just too dope. But we're doing a 2024 update because now we are with Insta360 and the Ace Pro. But anyway, Dude Mungus, I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. You know who it is. It's your boy, Dude Mungus.
Also, shout out to 1X USA for this jacket. Woo! You need a tune from TaylorMade, and you need to get your suspension set up by TaylorMade. If you don't do anything else, an excuse of why a lower bike cannot handle. And I approve. For years, I could put in some work. I could put in some work, but I am not trying to drag my knee on no concrete. Dang! Yeah.
Bloom Shakalaka. Thank you for watching, dude. Namaki. Namaki. Thank you for watching, dude. Namaki.
Got my man Prince with me. Got Dale with Athena. And we got the bat here. Stay together and we stay solid. So he's the anchor of the group right now, and Dale is leading.